Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DaReal, and we are back with some NBA 2K Mobile, and we are here with a brand new theme called Intimidators. That's right, this theme has returned to the game. One of my favorite themes for sure, and you can see the artwork is insane. We got the whole intro video with the official announcement. Let's jump right into it. So the next theme is Intimidators. The first 200K power cards are here. That's insane. The first event is going to be King of the Court. The reward players will be Martins, which is probably Kenyon Martin, Latrell Sprewell, and Joe Dumars. Those are some Intimidators. This was a theme that was in the game a few seasons ago, so I'm pretty hype about it. The event is going to be the 3v3 Gauntlet. The top reward will be a Chaos Diamond Jimmy Butler. That's right. These are the first Chaos Diamond theme cards inside the game. Jimmy Butler, you saw on the screens, 219,000 power. That's insane. The other card will be DeJounte Murray and Charles Oakley. In order to get these Chaos Diamond cards as your rewards, you have to have 135,000 power. So let's jump into the theme. We're going to break down which cards are the gems, which cards are craftable, what cards you need to craft in order to complete the set, and basically come up with a strategy on how to set up your teams for these upcoming events and how you can set up your teams for King of the Court and 3v3 Gauntlet. So let's jump right into it. All right, so the first card is going to be a Topaz Udonis Haslem. He is a craftable card. This card has Gear Master, which is awesome because the Miami Heat players didn't have a lot of Gear Masters. So this is going to be a good one to use to grind your shoes. And for those of you who have been asking about what's going on with the GP, I understand there's been a lot of users that have been impacted by this issue. I did speak to 2K. They are aware of the issue and they are currently looking into it. Now, the next card in this theme is PJ Tucker. He also has Gear Master and he is craftable. His artwork is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. The animations and the graphics behind the card are sick. We got a new Dylan Brooks, who was on the Houston Rockets, so he ended up getting a big contract. We got a new Steven Adams, who also has Gear Master. So this is good because there were a lot of teams that didn't have Gear Master players. So this is definitely gonna help with your options of what players to use. We got a new Marcus Smart. That's another player who got traded. He's craftable for 2 collectibles. We got a Jaren Jackson Jr. We got a lot of Memphis Grizzlies players. I guess they might be the most intimidating team in the NBA. Maybe they're the new Detroit Pistons. We got a Pearl James Johnson who's craftable, a Pearl Marcus Morris Sr. We got a Pearl Ben Wallace with the Chicago Bulls, so that's different. We got Obsidian Jay Crowder with the Milwaukee Bucks. We got Obsidian Jerry Stackhouse with the Washington Bullets. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. This is a gem. So for those of you that are looking for a shooting guard and you're in the Obsidian tier, this is a top tier shooting guard for sure. One of the players that we don't name often, but he's right up there. He's definitely one of the best. We got an Obsidian Yao Ming, which is great. Previously, he's been released as a Plazma Quartz in an Amber. So it's a good opportunity for players to get a Yao Ming. He is craftable. And with this being 105,000 power, still a very viable card. We got a Amber Patrick Beverly. He's craftable. We got an Amber Zach Randolph, who was a pretty good power forward, really good mid-range, great rebounder. We got an Amber Dennis Rodman with the Spurs. This is going to be a sick card to use. Best rebounder in the game. You see, he got a 6 in that stat. We got a Cosmic Jasper Charles Oakley, Knicks Nation. Y'all already know. We got a Detroit Pistons Bill Laimbeer. He is a Cosmic Jasper that's craftable. We got a Joe Dumars, who's an event reward, Cosmic Jasper. We got a Plazma Quartz Latrell Sprewell. Now, I'm excited about this card. Obviously, he was a Knick, but he's also a really athletic small forward. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun to use Sprewell. With the right boost, he could be a beast on the court. Plazma Quartz DeJounte Murray. Very happy that he's added. I have a legendary shoe that's maxed out for the Hawks, so I definitely would like to throw it on DeJounte Murray. We also got an Isaiah Thomas. Plasma Quartz tier, which is craftable, underrated point guard in the game, incredible handle. His game is very similar to Kyrie Irving's, so you'll have a lot of fun. We got a Chaos Diamond Kenyon Martin. All respect to Kenyon Martin for sure. He's definitely an intimidator. I don't know how he's one of the first Chaos Diamond theme cards. This easily could have been Kevin Garnett. Like, all seriousness, this could have been Kevin Garnett, power forward, intimidator, trash talker. I mean, all that Kevin Garnett definitely defines. And it would have been a much more crazier card to grind for. So I don't know. We could look at Kenyon Martin stats if you want. For the power forward position, they're all right. I mean, he does have a 5 in layups and dunks. He's got a 5 in rebounding and a 5 in strength. So it's not like he's a bad card, but I definitely would have preferred another power forward. And then for small forward, we got Jimmy Butler, who is craftable. Now, this is a solid reward card here for sure. He also has the prime player ability, which will boost up his power by 25%. So that's incredible. And then last but not least, we got a new Allen Iverson. It's a very good shooting guard. Don't sleep on the height. He's still super athletic, lightning quick, very agile, really good mid-range shot. And with the right build, you can boost up his 3-point shot, layups, dunks. So AI is a pretty solid card as well. So to prepare for the events, right? King of the Court, you're really going to be using your main squad majority of the time. But if you were to create a full team, these are the players that you're going to need. So the 3-point guards in this tier are Patrick Beverley, DeJounte Murray, and Isaiah Thomas. You're not getting a point guard reward card until the second event, which is 3v3 Gauntlet. So there is a chance that either you're going to craft Patrick Beverley or you're going to craft Isaiah Thomas. If you're going to craft a player, I would go with Isaiah Thomas instead. Much better player than Patrick Beverley. But it looks like at point guard, you might have to use one of your courtside pass players instead. So if you can use either Dame or LaMelo Ball, that's how you're going to get your style bonus. For shooting guard, we got a little more options, right? The card that will be craftable is the Marcus Smart, 2 collectibles. If you grind this week's mini event, you should be able to craft him. The mini events give you 3 collectibles. If it's the Power Cap mini event that's coming back, you get up to 4 collectibles. So you could craft this Marcus Smart. It's a pretty good defender. Not a bad option to use, especially when you're grinding the events, because he could clamp down some of the guards like Stephen Curry, Damian Lillard, because he is a good defender. If you don't want to craft Marcus Smart, then try to get your first reward in the King of the Court. That will be Joe Dumars, and he will be a shooting guard, and he's a very good shooting guard. He's definitely an underrated player. For small forward, you could craft one of these 2 players. We got PJ Tucker, which you can easily craft with the extra collectible from the mini event this week. If not, you can try to save all your collectibles and just craft James Johnson. I would recommend against that. I think PJ Tucker is a viable option. Having him and Marcus Smart, you got a decent small forward, and you got a defending shooting guard. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you can use either Jason Tatum courtside pass or Vince Carter to get the 10% style bonus until you get to the second tier where you can get Latrell Sprewell, which is a good option as well. Power forward, you got another cheap option that you can craft, Udonis Haslem. It only takes 1 collectible. If you don't want to craft Udonis Haslem, then we're going to go right back to either using the brand new Plazma Quartz Tim Duncan, which is an incredible power forward, and he is strong enough where you can use him for the entire event, or Giannis. For center, the only craftable center is going to be Yao Ming. He's going to require that you have 6 collectibles. So that means you'll need 3 collectibles for the mini event, and you might have to open up 1 pack, or you can craft Yao Ming when you unlock the collectible from the 4th tier of rewards in the event. Because as you can see, there's no center that's going to be an event reward for the upcoming 2 events. If you don't want to use Yao Ming, you can still use them, but it'll be the courtside pass Plazma Quartz Yao Ming, or you can use Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You're going to have to probably max them out. Now, the 7th reward is also Kenyon Martin. Man, I really hope this was Kevin Garnett. It would have been so incredible. But regardless of the fact, it's a high power forward you could definitely use. First card you need to get is Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, Patrick Beverley. So that might be the point guard you need to craft. Yao Ming, which you mentioned earlier, and James Johnson, which you can easily craft after the mini power cap. So those are the players that you need to craft in order to get the Intimidators, Kenyon Martin. So those are the players that you need to focus on getting. And obviously, any of those players, any combination of those 3 players, you can use for 3v3 Gauntlet for the event rewards. The key with King of the Court, you got to use your best team, and you got to win as many games as possible. You got to get to that end to get that reward bonus. In the last quarter of that matchup, you could use a few of your theme players mixed with some of your higher power players. Matchup will be a little bit tougher, but you do get extra points if you do win the match, and it does boost up your reward bonus. So that's a little something that you can do for King of the Court. As far as 3v3 Gauntlet, it plays very similar to Gauntlet. You just got to make sure you're using 3 theme players or courtside pass players and just get that style bonus. It's a straightforward event. There's really no unique strategy to it. Play on hard mode, win as many games as possible, get to the win streak, and that's pretty much it. So that is the guide for the Intimidators theme. Definitely stay tuned in. We will have an Intimidators theme pack opening. And of course, we will be dropping the Worth the Hype video, so stay tuned in for that too. As always, I appreciate the support. I will catch everybody in the next one. Peace out.